What do you say, everybody? I wanted to give you guys an update on this latest mining rig that I'm putting together. This was going to be a 13 GPU rig, and I've had a couple issues with it. I wanted to give you a status update. I have 6 of the cards in. They're RX 580s, 4 GB. They're Sapphire Nitro Plus cards, and they have Hynix memory. I was able to flash all six. The way I flashed them, I just basically copied all the memory from the 1500 strap all the way up to every bank above it. I did that, and basically with a little overclocking, they're running close to 28.5 to 29 mega hash, and they were only doing about 23, so that's a pretty good improvement. What stopped me, several things stopped me in my tracks here. First, I needed some more power. I only had a 15 amp circuit, and so I needed a 20 amp circuit, so I specifically I wired one myself to the breaker. You can see it right there. I did that one myself with the yellow wire right there. That's a 12 gauge wire there for a 20 amp circuit. And also I've moved my other rig in here. This is my NVIDIA. Has 7 cards on it. It's Z caching right now. I'm gonna add another card to it, but the family began to complain so much about the heat that they basically banished me into this unfinished room in the basement to swelter in here away from them, because it was getting the rest of the basement too hot. So I'm in a little room here. I have some ventilation with the window, and it's gonna have to do. So aside from that, we're running simple mining on this one. On this rig, this 6 AMD rig, soon to be 13, and as you can see, it's doing about 172. Let me zoom in here. 172 mega hash, roughly about 28.8. Once the DAG that hit last week, it was above. They were above 29, and then it dropped about 0.2 each card after that. We don't have the blockchain driver update for Linux, so like it is with Windows that they released last week. So these would be going at a higher rate in Windows. And another problem that I had, I can show you here. Back here, this power supply is a Corsair Platinum HX1200i, and it's a good power supply, but what I noticed is it only has 5 VGA lanes, so, and it only comes with 4 cables, 4 dual cables. So I was planning on using another one here. It's sitting up here, this bad boy, but I decided against it, and I'm going to break out this new power supply that I just got. It's going to be the EVGA Supernova 1600P2, and there's a reason why so many people use this. It's just a fantastic power supply, and it has 9 8-pin PCIe lanes, so it really will do the job when you wanted to use a lot of GPUs. So I'm going to use that as my second power supply for this, and I'll be able to have no problem getting them all on. If you can see, this is another thing that I was doing. These cards basically have an 8-pin and a 6-pin, each one of them. Even though they're 150 watt cards, and the 8-pin is rated for 150 watts. They still include a 6-pin. So I'm not even using it, and I'm trying to keep the power well under 150 watts. They're running at about 130, 135 watts right now. But I'm not dual mining. If I were dual mining, they would go up above 150, and so that's why I'm not doing that. And some of these cables, if you can see, like these two, they're sharing the PCIe lane, which I have two 8-pins running off the one cable. The maximum you can take off that is 300 watts, and that's, we're pretty much maxing that out. So I don't really like this setup. This is just temporary, just to see what it would do mining ETH. But once I get this other power supply hooked up, I'm gonna connect all those, and we'll be able to dual mine and see how everything goes. So that's just a status update, and I'm gonna get started hooking this other power supply up, and I'll be back with another video to show you how it went. Thanks for watching.